Well, let's go back to one of our top stories this Friday afternoon here on ENCA. The city of Joburg now has a new mayor. The ANC's Dada Morero has replaced the DA's Dr. Mpho Phalatse, who was voted out after a no-confidence motion a little bit earlier. Let's discuss this development further. I'm joined now by political analyst Thamsanqa Malinga. Thamsanqa, good afternoon. Welcome to today. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm asking our viewers this afternoon here on ENCA, we are asking them if they think that the new mayor or the removal of the old mayor will improve service delivery in the city of Joburg, because seemingly they have been consumed by power battles internally in the Joburg metro for quite some time now. They had a rocky start after the November elections last year. Then they seem to have settled nicely, but now it looks like the wheels are coming off. Or are they?
They are certainly coming off, Braden. If you look at it, we are 360 back to what happened during the era of Herman Mashaba, who, after having left, and then there was a motion of no confidence on the DA mayor, as the ANC were able to come back in power, and that was the time when we were closer to the local government elections. And I remember having pronounced after the elections saying that these coalitions in all these metros, in all these big metros, will not last, because they are not coalitions that have the people's interest at heart. It is coalitions that the parties want to show their muscle, to flex their muscle. If there were coalitions that have the people's best interest at heart, firstly, before they formed the coalitions and signed the coalitions agreement, they would have gone back and consulted their rank and file. And with this, again, the motion of no confidence, they would have gone back to consult their rank and file to say, well, these coalitions are not working. Then what do you give us? Give us a mandate on what to do. But no, it's no longer about the voters. You know, I always say when JFK made that government of the people, for the people, by the people, what you see in coalitions, it is not that, because it's at the end of the day, it is not for the people. It's just was government, yes. It doesn't even qualify to say it was government by the people, because the people did not give them the mandate, to form the coalitions. So it is just parties flexing their muscles.
It's all about political power instead of service delivery.
Most definitely. It's all about political power. The ANC needs the metros in order to start preparing for 2024. So they will make sure that they win the metros between now and going to December, and after December, they try to regain the metros. And so that when they start campaigning, they have the metros, and then they will start saying, oh, but we did this, we regained the metros, we want to work for you, and we're showing that we are bringing back, you know, the old ANC, we want to work for the people. But it is basically not about that. It is just about people flexing their muscles. If you look at it, for example, what is it that the PAC, the EFF have got in common with the economic freedom fighters? Nothing. Their manifestos were even just miles apart. So it was just politics. If the coalitions came together, especially in Joburg and other metros, to say we are getting rid of the ANC without any mandate, without saying this is what we want to do for the people. They just said we are getting rid of the ANC. Now that if you look at it, it seems as if the EFF has gotten some influence from a certain faction within the ANC. Hence, they are singing the anti-Ramaphosa tune. So this gives an ANC an opportunity to go to the metros and say, okay, let's do a vote of no confidence. Because when they got the EFF numbers, they will have at least a good number, especially in Joburg. I mean, they needed just the EFF only to be able to get the mayor out. So with the other smaller parties, it's just a bonus. And then there's the issue of money coming into play. So that clearly tells you this is not about the people.
Yeah, Thamsanqa, very briefly, we are asking our viewers, do they think this change in mayoral chains will mean better service delivery or not? Clearly, from your analysis now, it's got nothing to do with that. In fact, Joburg residents must brace themselves for more of the same in terms of the non-delivery of critical services.
more promises and promises, Britain.
Thank you very much, Thamsanqa Malinga, analyst. They're just giving us his view to say, yeah, what you've seen in Johannesburg has got nothing to do with ensuring that there will be service delivery. It's about political power, smaller parties there. Well, if you call them smaller, they get upset with you. But the minority parties, opposition parties, which have different ideologies and came into the local council chambers there in Johannesburg on different manifestos last November, they're just flexing their political muscles, as Thamsanqa Malinga says. We'll have to watch this space and see what is going to happen, and a lot more still to happen ahead of 2024, which is the year when we're expecting to hold the next round of national and provincial general elections.